Hey guys, welcome back to Paul the Fox. Today we're going to do a little bit of work on Sally's notch. I'm going to try to address the Cobra rims grinding on the front control arms. They're grinding on both sides, but a little bit more so on the passenger side when the wheel is fully cranked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to insert some steering rack limiters, and hopefully that's going to prevent them from rubbing. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I'm going to give it a try, but if you haven't seen or know what the limiter is, it's just basically a little plastic C-shaped spacer that snaps into the steering rack, and it prevents the wheel from turning. You lose a little bit of turning ratio, but that's okay. I've used them before and they work really well. So let's give it a try and see what happens. All right, so this is what the rim is doing. You can see the grind marks here. Surprisingly, there's not much damage to the rim, which I'm really surprised about. No, usually what happens is as the rim touches here, we get a nice sharp edge here. So it's still nice and rounded. I got no concerns with the rim, but obviously I don't want it touching, so I'm hoping the eliminator is going to prevent that. So this is obviously the passenger side. That's worse than the driver's side. I'm gonna take a shot of the driver's side. Yeah, there's the driver's side. Actually, it's probably just as bad. Maybe it's only really my second time looking at it, but nonetheless, again, the same thing. No real damage to the rim, surprisingly, and no sharp edges. So let's see if these steering rack limiters work. But it doesn't. So what's interesting is it doesn't look like it's touching anymore, because if it was, it would be shiny, and these are the groove marks are rusted in, versus the other side. You can see they're nice and shiny. So when I cranked the wheel, I saw that this side was biting harder than that side. So either or, I don't want it touching either side. So let's see what these limiters do. All right, so to install the steering rack limiter, all we got to do is get under this boot here. I'm gonna just cut this zip tie, pull the boot back. We're gonna insert the limiter and put everything back. It's actually quite straightforward. All right, so as you guys can see, from factory, we already got a thin little limiter, and then we got a thicker one. So I'm gonna add in one more in there. Turn the wheel. I haven't done these in a while, and I totally forgot. All you can do is just actually push the factory ones in. That's gonna create some space, and then you slide your. And then you pop in. Kind of hard to do with one hand here. There we go. Now we got one more in there, and then as you turn, it'll everything will push back out here. So this side is essentially done. Let's get the boot back on here. Again, sorry guys, kind of hard to do with one hand and trying to record, but that's basically it for that side. And then same thing on the other side. So here's my little limiter, and I'm gonna just try to pop this in with one hand without breaking it. Yeah, kind of tricky. There we go. Okay, so the little spacer is on, the boot back on. And then basically two fresh zip ties, one on each side, and that's it. And then I'm going to lower the car down, turn the wheel, and see if that did the trick. I'm gonna show you guys what I see. All right, so there's no more touch. You can see right here, my finger wheel is fully cranked and I got a finger gap there. So that side is definitely fixed. The passenger side, a little tighter. So I'm gonna get us to the other side. All right guys, I'm on the passenger side. I got the wheel fully cranked and it's clearance now. I can now get my finger between the rim and the control arm. I couldn't do that before, so that's a really good sign. It is a little tighter on this side than the driver's side. So I was correct. It was grinding harder on this side, but nonetheless, it's clearanced. So I'm super happy with it. I'm gonna road test it, but I think we got this one solved, boys. Easy fix. Gonna go for a little road test, be right back. So we test drove the car and I'm happy to say that the car is driving normal, no more grinding sounds. The grinding was super annoying and it just sounded terrible. So I'm really happy that it was a easy, simple and cheap fix. So if your rims are grinding on your control arms, maybe something that you want to look into, they're readily available. I think LMR sells them for $15 for a pack of 6 or something like that. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give the video a like, drop in a comment, smash the subscribe button. I appreciate you watching my videos, and we'll see you again here on Paul the Fox.